मुनित्रय प्रार्थना। येनाक्षरसमां नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वदरुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ नमः पाणिनिकात्यायन पतञ्जलिभ्यः शब्दविद्या संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकेभ्यो मुनिभ्यो महद्भ्यो गुरुभ्यः। We will continue in this lesson the Quip Vidhana Sutram. Third chapter, second pada, 178. Anyebhyopi drusyate. Quip anvartate tachhiladishu artheshu api. अन्येभ्यः धातुभ्यः इत्यर्थः। अन्येभ्यः धातुभ्यः. He has not quoted the dhatus there. Also, api means also. Anyebhyaha api dhatubhyaha tachhiladishu artheshu quip prachayo bhavati ityarthaha. Here we will take some dhatus as examples, but the dhatus are not mentioned because he has made it very open. Anyebhyaha. That means for any dhatu this can be employed with some exceptions. For example, yujir yoge, yogarthaka yuji dhatum svikurmaha. Yoga means mixing, combining with. Yujir yoge, yuji dhatuhu. Tasmat quip prachayo bhavati. Quip, here, quip is sarvalopi. We have discussed it already. Quip is sarvalopi. Nothing subsists there. Kakaraha ittu vikara, viti ittu pakaraha ittu. Nothing subsists. So, yuji plus quip, yuji only. Now, we have adopted a prachaya and dropped it. But prachaya lope prachaya lakshanam iti sutrena tatra prachaya lakshanam bhavati. When any pratipadikam or dhatu is added with prachaya, it becomes a padam. So, pada sambandhi karyani bhavanti. What is the pada sambandhi karyam here? Yuji, jakaraha. Choho kuhu iti sutrena chavargasya kavargo bhavati padante iti sutrena jakarasya gakaro bhavati. And then va avasane iti sutrena vikalpena tatra khar api bhavati. That means gakaraha and kakaraha also, both can be used. So, yuk, yug, combined with, phased into is the meaning. Generally, this word is found at the end of a samasa. For example, karma yuk, karmana yujyate, karmana yunakti. It combines with a karma padam. Halayuk. Halayuk. Hala means plough. Fixed to the plough. Just like an ox. Now we will take another dhatu. Chidir dvaidhi karane. Making it into two pieces. Chidir. Tearing down. Icharthaha. Chid dhatuhu. Tasmat quip. So chid becomes, a quip is dropped, so chid becomes the word, pratipadikam. Va avasane iti sutrena chit bhavati. Dakarasya takaraha. Vikalpena. Example is here, this also, chit word also is used along with as the uttarapada of a samasa. Shramam chinatti icharthe shramachit. Shrama means labor. Breaks labor. That means it removes the effect of laboring. It removes the tiresomeness. For example, in Raghuvamsha Kavya, this is used. Shramachidam ashrama padapanam iti. Ashrama padapaha sramachidaha bhavanti. These trees planted along in the ashramas, Muni ashramas, they relieve us from our tiresomeness. In another kavya, we find a samasa with a chid uttarapadam. Pankachid phalam. Panka means burda, dirt. The phalam rises from panka. Pankachid. It breaks the panka and arises upwards. Another dhatu. Bhidir vidarane. Breaking icharthaha. Bid plus quip. Bid will be the pradipadikam. Va avasane iti karrapi bhavati. Bhit bhavati. A samasa coined with bhit as the uttarapadam. Giri bhit. Girim bhinatti. He breaks the hills. There is a Pauranic story. Once upon a time, the hills were having wings. They used to fly up and fall down on the villages and the towns, on people. So all these people went and prayed to Indra, kindly protect us from the mischief of these hills. So what he has done, he has taken his Indrayudham, went on cutting down all the wings of the, only one or two Parvatas have been exception because they have hidden themselves in the sea. So he is called Girichid. Girim adha girin chinatti. He has broken down the wings of the mountains. So Giribhit, this is a samasa meaning Indra. A Vishesha in this sutra is the padam drushyate. Drushyate doesn't merely mean in the sutra they are to be seen. They are seen in respect of other dhatus also. That is a common meaning. But a drushya, it means seeing. There is a special meaning for drushya. Ucharanardhe api bhavati. Drushir ucharane. So what does this mean? How the meaning is to be taken here in this sutra? The intention of using drushyate means the words generated from using quip on several dhatus which were not already exemplified in the earlier sutras, the words are to be taken from the reputed works, from the authors or poets of repute, whose usages are taken as standard, erstwhile writers of repute. Of course, here drushyate also means not only quip vidhanam. Here quip is already common. For all dhatus quip can be added. But at the same time, for certain dhatus, some special grammatical karyani, grammatical rules have been framed to frame certain words. Those grammatical rules, they are not allowed generally. Alakshinikani karyani. That means they are not specified by the Shastra, but sometimes some modifications have been used along with the quip. So dhatus are added with quip, suffixed by quip, and also some certain modifications are also have been allowed in here. With those modifications only the reputed writers have used them. So what are those modifications in this context? That we modifications are exemplified for our advantage through some Vartikas. So we will read out some Vartikas here. Vartika number 1. Vartika says, Quip vachi prachi ayatastu katapru ju srinam dirgho asamprasaranam cha. Quip vidhane, this rules framed with quip prachaya, they are to be applied to vachi dhatuhu. Prachi dhatuhu, they are to be applied for the dhatu stu in the word ayata stu, and dhatu pru in the word katapru, and dhatu ju, and for creation of words like Sri. To produce these words, the quip prachaya has to be used. But along with that, certain modifications of the earlier sutras, certain grammatical actions which are not prescribed by earlier sutras, they also can be used. For example, dirgha, elongation of the vowel. It is not allowed by as per rules, but here to produce these words, that is allowed. Asamprasaranam cha. There are rules regarding samprasaranam. For certain dhatus, samprasaranam in respect of certain prachayas. So, beyond that, that is transgressing such rules, some samprasaranams have been done, and also when samprasaranam is a must, transgressing that rule, samprasaranam has not been done. So, samprasaranam, asamprasaranam, actions like dirgha, etc., they have been taken for production of these words as modifications of the grammatical rules. Now, we will examine these vachadi dhatus. Vacha paribhashane. Generally, it means speaking. But certain times paribhashana means ninda vakyam also. Generally it is speaking. So on vacha dhatuhu quip prachayaha. Quip is sarvalopi. So the padam will be vach. But here certain modifications are used. That is, vachi becomes choho kuhu iti sutrena chakarasya kutvam bhavati. So chakarasya ka bhavati adeshaha. So, vachi becomes vak. Along with that, a certain modification which is not exemplified in the earlier sutras or in the sutras coming after this also, they are differently framed. They are not framed by any particular rule in the grammar. That is, here, vachi becomes vak. Dirgha is also a modification here. Vak means speech, word. There is no provision for dirgha with quip prachaya. In fact, when this quip prachaya is added, because it is kit, vruddhi is borrowed. So you cannot expect akara vruddhi here. But still, asamprasaranam cha is also added. Generally, vachi dhatuhu vachi swapi yajadinam kiti iti sutrena, when kit prachaya is added for vachi dhatuhu, we generally expect vakarasya ukaratvam, samprasaranam. But here, asamprasaranam also is made a rule here. So, vakarasya ukaraha na bhavati. Vach will not become uch. Otherwise, vach becomes uch, uvacha, ichadishu. So, here, samprasarana Bhinnatvam, Asamprasaranam and Dirghascha. Both these modifications have been made to produce the word Vak. So also Prachidhatuhu. Prach means Prachi Gipsayam. That is trying to know, wishing to know information. That is asking ichartha. Shabdam pruchhati icharthe samasaha. Prachidhatoho kviprachayah. So, prach plus quip, sarvalopi, it becomes prach only. So, shabda prachi will be the samasa. Shabdam pruchhati icharthe is asking a word. Shabda prach bhavati. Shabda prachi, quip is added and omitted. Shabda prachi bhavati. Atra chakarasya sakaraha with ordinary rule. Vrascha brascha srujam ruja yeja raja braja chasham saha. By that rule, chakara will get sakara. So it becomes shabda prash. Then here sakara it will get Jastvam. So, Sakara is replaced by Dakara. Va avasane, Dakara can be replaced by choice with Takara. So, Prachi with quip becomes Prat. Here also, the modification is Dirgha. One of the modifications is Prat. Pakarad anantaram akarasya dirghatvam. Another modification is not doing samprasaranam. Here also, prachi, it becomes, refa becomes rikara. That is not done here. So, asamprasaranam and dirgha, these are the modifications employed here to form the word shabdam, shabda prat iti. Another example is, another word quoted in the sutra is ayatastu. The meaning is ayatam stauti. Stauti means stutau, praising. Ayatam stauti means he praises expansively. Ayata is the ayata means expansion, dairghyam. Ayata stu, ayatam stauti icharthe ayata stu. Quip, quip, stu is quip is dropped entirely because of pitvam there. Tugagama will come. That is ayata stut bhavati. Ayata stut. Tugagama has to be performed here. But instead of Tugagama, as a modification, Dirgha is imposed. So, Tugagamascha sthane Dirgha. So, here it becomes Ayatastu. So, here Dirgha is imposed. And the Tugagama which ordinarily is, appears there, it is dropped. So, in the place of the dropped takara, dirgha is there. So, ayatastu is the word formed here. Ayatastu means he praises expansively. The person who praises expansively. Generally, this ayatastu is used for a bard. In king's courts, there used to be some poets who used to praise the king. The king's valor, they used to praise extensively with bombastic words, etc. They are called bards. Atishoyakti will be there, Achukti will be there. So, ayatastu means such persons who are employed by Raja to become his birds. That is, to go on praising him for his valorous deeds. Another word here is katapruhu. Katam pravate icharthe katapruhu. Prui gatau ichi dhatuhu. Kata means, kata has got different meanings. One of the meanings is the temples of an elephant, the side cupolas of elephant, that is when the elephant is matta gaja bhavati, when elephant has got this matta dasha, then that kata jalam, the liquids flowing out of this cupolas of the temple of the elephant, they appear very tasty and very smelly for certain kitakas. So they come and stay on the temple of the elephant. So they are called katapurus. How this is formed? Kata is the upapadam in the samasa. Katam pravate icharthe puri dhatuhu kata pru plus quip. Quip is dropped. Normally, because this is pru is haswaha, raswasya piti kruti tukiti tugagama bhavacheva kata prutiti, but instead of takara agama, dirgha is imposed as a modification. Earlier I have referred. So it becomes a dirgha, katapruhu. That is a worm joining the temple of an elephant. When elephant, the kata madarasa flows on the temple, on the temples of the elephants, some worms swarm there. So they are called katapruhu. A worm which assembles on the elephants' temples. Jung gatau is the next dhatu. This is a javate iti latrupam. Running icharthaha. Runs fast icharthaha. Vegena dhavati iti. So on this dhatu, quip prachaya. Ju plus quip. Here, quip, it adds takara. But in the place of takara, as a modification, dirgha is imposed. So it becomes ju. Juhu means speed, icharthaha. In fact, this dhatu ju need not have to be taken in this sutra, because it is already taken in the previous rule. Praja bhasa itshadi. That is already there. That ju dhatu is already there. But here it is taken as an example of the modification of the rule. And then the next dhatu is Sri. Sri, dhatu is not mentioned there, but Sri is mentioned there. The word Sri has been formed on the dhatu Sri. Sri sevayam icharthe. Sri plus quip. Quip sarvalopi. So Sri. Dirgha is imposed in the place of takara. So it becomes Sri. Sri means Lakshmi. What is the meaning of Sri? Shrayati Vishnum icharthaha. She serves Vishnu. Lakshmi, the goddess, is called Sri. Srihi iti Prathama Vibhakti. So that Srihi has been formed with this dhatu Sri with quip prachaya with suitable modifications of dirgha. Now, another Vartika which mentions some more modifications on some dhatus, it is given here. Dyuti gami juhotinam dvecha. This dve, dve means dvitvam. The dhatu syllable gets reduplicated. In fact, reduplication rules are there. There, these dhatus are not mentioned at all. For quip, there is this dvitvam is not mentioned. For lit, for shru ityadikam, dvitvam is mentioned in the dvitva rules. But for this quip prachaya, dvitvam is not mentioned. So this is a modification of the existing rules. Dyuti, gami, juhotinam. These three dhatus. We'll take up the dhatus one by one. Dyuta deeptav, shining. Dyuta deeptav. On this dhatu, quip prachaya. Dyut plus quip. Here, modification is Dvitvam. So, Dyut gets reduplicated. Dyut, Dyut plus quip. Quip sarvalopi. So, when modification has been done with Dvitvam, the Dvitva becomes Abhyasa. So, Abhyasa karyani bhavanti. So, here, Dyut, Dakara, Yakara, Ukara. Here actually, Dyuti Swapyoho Samprasaranam iti Abhyasa karyam. When Dyut becomes Abhyasa, when Dvitvam is made with Andyut, it gets Samprasaranam. Abhyase Samprasaranam bhavati. So this is Dyut is here Abhyasa. First Dyut is called Abhyasa. The second Dyut is Anga. So the Abhyasa Dyut, it will get, Yakara will get Samprasaranam. So Yakara becomes Ukara. So Dyu becomes Di. So Di Dyut plus Quip. Quip is dropped. Di Dyut. Here no other modification is there. Only Dvitvam for this Dyut Shabda. So Didyut is formed here. Didyut means signs excessively ichartha. So also Gam Dhatuhu. Gama Gatau. This is also Dvitvam is added for Quip, modified rule. Gam plus Quip. Dvitvam. Haladi Shesha. Makara is dropped. Gakara. Kuhos Chuhu. Abhyasa Karyani. Kavargasya Chavargaha. Then Ga becomes Ja. Kakha Ga. Cha Cha Ja. So Gam becomes Ja. The Abhyasa becomes Ja. Gam plus Quip. Here, when Quip is added, there is no rule, earlier rule coming afterwards also for Makarasya Lopaha. Here, Gama Kvau iti Kviprachaye Yukte Gam Dhatoho Anunashika Lopaha we are going to get afterwards. So, Gam Makarasya Lopo Bhavati. So, the Abhyasa becomes Ja. Gam plus Quip Makarasya Lopaha Ga. Ga, it is a Hrasvam. So, when Quip is added, Hrasvasya Kruti, Piti Kruti Tukkiti Tugagamaha Bhavati. So, Ga becomes Gat. Gam Abhyasa Ja. Gam becomes Gat. Jagat is the word formed. Jagat we know, the globe, the world, which involves round by its own nature. Here, the third dhatu mentioned for Dvitvam is Juhoti dhatuhu. Hu danadanayoho adanecha iti dhatu patha. Generally, this is used in the meaning of Havanam. Havana Samarpanam. Yajneshu Havana Samarpanam. Here, you have got a different Vartika following, telling some other modifications for this Juhoti dhatuhu. Juhote dirghascha. So Juhoti Shabda Hu dhatuhu will get dirgha also. So here when Dvitvam is made, Hu plus Quip. Dvitvam is made by the earlier Vartikam. By this recent Vartikam, another Vartikam following, dirgha also is imposed. So Hu Quip dropped. It becomes Hu. Who becomes the Abhyasa, who becomes Ju. Ju, who. Dirgha is modified here. Juhu. Juhu is a word used during the Yajna karmas. That is, a certain wooden instrument used for taking ghee from a vessel and then pouring it in the fire, in the Havana Kriya. That is called Juhu. Here actually Juhu is a Karanam, an instrument for conducting Havans. This is not Kartru. बट करणस्य कर्तृत्व विवक्षायाम एतत् कार्यं भवति. That is, karana has been taken as karta. Even though juhu is an instrument for havana kriya, instrument gets karanam. Karanardhe kartrutva vivaksha. And then another vartikam says, for another dhatu is taken here, drunatehe hrasvascha. Pathantaram is Drubhaye ityasya rasvascha dvecha. Here the dhatu is drunati. Dru iti dhatuhu. Dirgha rukaranta dhatuhu. Dru means vidarane ityarthaha. Here dru dhatuhu bhayardhe api bhavati. So here this gets dvitvam when pip is added. And abhyasa karyani ampi bhavanti. Finally, hrasvopi bhavati. So, dru plus quip. Quip gets dropped. The abhyasa is dru. Rukarasya akaro bhavati. Abhyasa karyeshu. Urat iti sutrena. So, it becomes dru becomes da. Abhyasa. Dhatu is dru. Quip is dropped. So, dadru bhavati. Here, it is Tugagama is to be added here because it is quip. And also Hrasvatvam. So Dru becomes Dru. So with these modifications of Tugagama, Tugagama is not modification, Hrasvatvam is modification, and Dvitvam also is modification. With this Dvitvam and Hrasvatvam, Dru Dhatuhu gets the rupa of Dadrut. Dadrut means Bhayardhe Svikurmaschet, a fearful person ichartha. Another vartikam states, Dhyayatehe samprasaranancha. Dhyayati iti dhatuhu. Dhyai chintayam, that is meditating ichartha. Chintanam karanam ichartha. Dhyayatehe dhatoho samprasaranam cha bhavati. As a modification, samprasaranam also will come when quip is added.
Dhyayate cha.
Dhyayate cha. Samprasaranam. I have made it tell samprasaranam cha. Pathantaram. Why this samprasaranam is a modification here? Generally this dhatu, dhyayati dhatuhu, it does not get samprasaranam. There is no rule specifying samprasaranam for that. But here it gets samprasaranam. So, we told in the beginning that modifications of rules is for a particular dhatu which doesn't deserve samprasaranam, samprasaranam is taken, and for particular dhatu which deserves samprasaranam, samprasaranam is not taken. So here, even though dhyayati dhatu doesn't get samprasaranam, here samprasaranam is taken as a modification. Atrapi karanatva kartrutva vivakshayam. Dhyai becomes with samprasaranam, yakarasya ikara bhavati, dhi bhavati. Atrapi vruddhihi. Dhihi iti shabdaha. Dhihi means buddhi. This is also karanatvam because purusaha jhayati. Dhihi means buddhi. Buddhi itself does not meditate. Only a purusha with buddhi, he meditates. So buddhi is actually a karanam. So karanasya kartrutva vivakshayam dhihi iti shabdaha. Now we will go to the next rule. Bhuvaha sanyantarayoho. Vipit anvartate. Bhuvaha means bhudhatoho. Sanyantarayoho. Sanyayam antara icharthe. Sanyayam gamyamanam. That means sanyayam gamyamanayam. Sanya means name. Name of a particular thing or a particular person. Bhudhatuhu sanyardhe. Athava antara icharthe. Antara means in between. अंतरम इत्यर्थे संज्ञायां गम्यमानायां च भूधातोः क्विप् प्रत्ययो भवति इति सूत्रार्थः. We will take some examples. Bhudhatu we will take with a V upasarga. V purvaka bhu plus quip. Here V bhu plus quip. Quip is sarvalopi dropped. Vibhuhu iti shabdaha. Vibhuhu means it is the name of certain person. Kaschit nama. Vibhuhu. Antaram ichyarthe. Antaram ichyarthe प्रति इति उपसर्गः. प्रतिपूर्वक भू प्लस क्विप. अत्र प्रतिभूः इति रूपं भवति. अत्र देयर आर नो मॉडिफिकेशंस बिकॉज व्हेन क्विप इज एडेड तुगागमा विल कम फॉर ओनली ह्रस्व. भू इज दीर्घ, सो इट तुगागमा प्रश्न नास्ति अत्र. सो प्रतिभूः इति रूपं भवति. व्हाट इज दिस प्रतिभूः? अंतरार्धे वर्तते. What is the antaram? Pratibhuhu is one who stands in between the debtor and creditor as a surety for the repayment of debt. This is quite prevalent in banking transactions also, and in such general agreements also. In the statement, in the agreement bond, a certain person who stands as a surety for repayment of the debt. That means if the debtor fails to repay debt, he will himself, it will be a burdensome for him. So people will be very hesitant to become pratibhus unless you know the person very well. Unless you know the person and the credentials of the person taking debt, one will not venture to become pratibhu. Pratibhu means surety. Because this is antarardhe, bhudhatoho antaram. Antaram means in between. He stands in between debtor and the creditor. Surety. We will take another rule. Vi prasambhyo du asanyayam. Here, because of sandhi, it becomes viprasambhyo dvasanyayam. Du plus asanyayam becomes dvasanyayam. Anadeshi sandhi. Bhuvaha idi vartate. So, bhudhatoho vipurvaka, prapurvaka, sampurvaka. Bhudhatoho duprachayo bhavati. Asanyayam. Asanyayam means nachet sanya gamyate. When the prachaya is added and the word is formed, if the word does not mean the name of a particular thing or a particular person, then bhudhatu will get the du prachaya. Vipurvaka bhudhatuhu with the du prachaya. Du prachaya. Dakaraha ittu bhavati. So, what subsists is ukara. Vi bhu plus u. The peculiarity of this du is, it is dit prachaya. Ditvat ter lopaha bhavati. The prachaya with dakara it, when it is suffixed to a particular thing, then that particular thing, the T in that word gets dropped. Here, we are suffixing this du on bhu. The T in bhu is ukara. So that ukara is dropped. So, vi bhu, vi bh, bhakara. Ukara is dropped. Vi bh plus u. So it becomes vibhuhu. Vibhuhu means Lord. Ishwaraha, icharthaha. It is not the name of a particular person. So, vibhuhu is duprachayanta shabdaha. We will take the second upasarga. Prapurvaka bhudhatuhu tasmat duprachayah. Prabhu plus du. Here also ukara gets dropped because it is T. Prabh plus u. Prabhu. Prabhuhu. That also means Swami. Vibhuhu, Prabhuhu, they mean the same thing. विशेषेण इत्यर्थः विभुः प्रकर्षेण इति प्रभु संपूर्वक भूधातुः तस्मात् डु प्रत्ययः संभुः भवति ऊकार गेट्स ड्रॉप्ड संभुः संभुः मीन्स जनिता इत्यर्थः द प्रोजेनिटर इज कॉल्ड संभुः it is also not the name of a particular subject asanyayam iti kim when it is sanyartha the earlier sutra will come only quip vibhu plus quip bhuvaha sanyantarayoh iti sutre bhutatoh sanyayam gamyamanayam quip prachayo bhavati ityuktam so here when it is the name of a particular person it becomes the prachaya becomes quip vibhu plus quip quip sarvalopi vibhuhu means kaschit nama somebody's name vibhuhu means ishwarah there is a vartikam in this sutra duprakarane mitadruadibhyah upasankhyanam we have to divide this mitadruadibhyah मितद्रु आदिभ्यः यनादेशः दुप्रकरण विषये दुप्रकरण संदर्भे मितद्रु आदिभ्यः उपसंख्यानम् इत्युक्तम् that means मितादि पूर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः अपि दुः प्रत्ययो भवति मितादि पूर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः so he has taken here for mitadru shabda mita purva padam and dhatu dru gatau ityarthah dru gatau dravati iti tasya rupam lat rupam dravati means it flows it melts ityarthah mitam dravati ityarthe mita dru tasmat duprakaranam so mita du प्रत्ययः मितद्रु प्लस उ अत्र टेर् लोपः भवति उकारस्य लोपः भवति मितद्र भवति मितद्र प्लस उ अगेन मितद्रु मीन्स मितं द्रवति इत्यर्थः it melts not completely only to a certain extent so also another example is sham bhavati भूधातुः शम् इति अत्र पूर्व अव्ययम् शम् भवति शम् मीन्स शुभम मंगलम इत्यादि शम् इज एन अव्यय मीनिंग मंगलम शुभम शम् भवति इत्यर्थे शम् भू प्लस डु बिकॉज ऑफ डित्वम टेर् लोपः भू इत्यस्य ऊकारस्य लोपः भवति शम्भ प्लस उ शंभुः is the name of Shankara. Sham karoti iti sham bhavati iti shambhuः. We will go to the next sutra. Dhaha karmani štran. The dhatu is here dhaha. Pratyaya is here štran. The vishesha arthaha when this where this tran pratyaya is to be used, karmani ardhe. Karmani means karma padam. The dhatu is dhaha. Actually it is dha, akaranta dha. Tasmat panchami dhaha bhavati. So dha iti dhatoho icharthaha. What is this dha dhatuhu? Ita purvam da dha gu adhap iti sutrena darupa dhatavah dharupa dhatavah. Dharupa dhatushu we have mentioned there dhet pane iti dhatuhu. Panardhakah drinking icharthah. Dhayati iti rupam bhavati. Dhayati means pibati, drinks. This dhet iti dhatuhu. अत्र आद एच उपदेशे असिति इति सूत्रेण अत्र धे इत्यस्य एकारस्य आकारो भवति. सो इट बिकम्स धारूप धातुः. धेट इज वन धातु which becomes dharupa in prayoga. Another dhatu with this dharupa is dudhang dharana poshanayoho. Dadhati iti latrupam. That is also dharupa dhatuhu. Dadhati ekavachane, dadhati bahuvachane. So what is the meaning of this sutra? Dhayatehe dhatoho dadhatescha dhatoscha karmani karake stran prachayo bhavati. Here let us examine this stran prachaya. Sakaraha, takaraha, refaha, akaraha. As usual, the halantyam nakaraha, which is the antyam hal, it gets dropped in a prachaya. So sta. When you remove this sakara, this becomes tra. Because of stutva sandhi, it becomes stra. Why this sakara is to be removed? It is to be dropped actually. Saha prachayadehe iti sutrena. Prachayadehe sakaraha, it gets dropped. So because sa is also added here for tra, actually it becomes stran because of stutvam. So when sa is dropped, tra becomes only tra. So stran finally it means tra only. The prayoga is only tra. Takara, refa, akara. So dha dhatoho tra iti prachayaha karmani karake. We will take up some examples. Dhayanti tam ityarthe. Tam pibanti ityarthe. People drink it ityarthe. Dharupa dhatoho tra prachayo bhavati. So dha plus tra. The speciality of this stran is because sakara is dropped here, sakara is it, shrit gauradibhyascha iti sutrena strilinge nish bhavati. That means ikaraha. So dhatra iti shabdaha, when it becomes strilinga, dhatri bhavati. Dhatri means dhayanti tam ityarthaha. They drink it ityarthaha. So dhatri is actually in medicine, in Ayurveda medicine, this amalaki. Amalaki, what do you call in English? There is no particular word. In Telugu we say usiri, usirikaya. We have to only take the technical name in English. Emblic myrobalan, they say. So that is a medicine here. For curing certain diseases, the doctors prescribe the drinking of amalaka rasa. So dhatri means ausadham, amalaki. Dhatri iti stanadayini amalaki uchyate. When a woman after delivering a baby, when she is not able to milk the babies, she is not able to feed the babies with her own milk, then they are prescribed this amalaka panam. So amalaka panam will make them wet. So she will be able to make the babies drink her own milk. So stanadayini, amalaki is called stanadayini. Stanyam, she produces stanyam, the breast milk.
Gooseberry. Gooseberry.
Gooseberry, eh? Usiri means gooseberry. We don't use it generally here. So gooseberry, the juice of gooseberry will help the ladies to get themselves wet. It's a medical fruit. Here karmani karake is chuktam kila. Otherwise with dha dhatuhu, dharana poshanayo dhatu also this can be defined. Dhayanti tam iti ekam vakyam. Dadhati tam bhaisajyardhe, for medicinal purpose they employ it. Here karmani karake iti used here. Atra karmani iti upapada saptami nasti. Karmapadasya upapadatvam is not presently read. Karmani karake is used. That is, karmani karake means dvitiyantam karmapadam bhavati chet. That's why we have taken the sentence tam dhayati, tam dadhati. Iti tam iti karmapadam, dvitiyantam. Now we will go to the next sutra. Damni shasa yu yuj stu tuda si sicha miha pata desha dasha naha karane. Tran prachayaha. Tran is anuvritti here. These are all the dhatus. Damni shasa yu yuja stu tuda si sicha miha pata dasha naha karane. Here also karanardhe. The prachaya is in karanartha. Karana means instrument. Let us divide this sutra. Dap ni. Dap ichadi dhatu. Dap is one dhatu. Ni another dhatu. So also sas, yu, yuj, stu, tuda, si, sicha, miha, pata, dasha. Dasha it is a nalopaha. Nakarasya upadhayaha lopa. Lopena nirdeshah kritaha. Damshi dhatuhu. Dashi iti dhatuhu. Damsh. Dasha nahaha. Naha iti dhatuhu. So, dap ichadibhyaha dhatubhyaha karane karake stran prachayo bhavati is the sutrartha here. Now, we will take the individual dhatus and the words formed with them. Dap lavane. Dap plus ni has become damni because pakara gets anunashika. Yaro anunashike anunashiko va. Pakara when followed by a anunashika, pakara itself becomes a anunashika. Pa pa ba ba ma. So here we have to divide it as dap plus ni. Dap is one dhatu. Dap lavane iti dhatu patha. Cutting. So karanardhe we have to use tran prachaya. Dati anena. That means they cut with this instrument they cut. Dati anena icharthe dap pakara itu bhavati da plus tra prachaya. Datram. Datram means a sickle. A sickle is called datram. A sickle which is used by agriculturists to cut the grass. Ni dhatuhu. Ni prapane. Nayati. Nayati anena. Iti after ni tra prachaya. Ni ikaraha. Iganta gunaha bhavati. Ni becomes ne. Netra is the word. Netram. Netram is called netram because nayati anena. They this takes the man forward. With netras, with the eyes, the man moves forward. This is an instrument. Netram means eye. Nayati anena icharthe. Ni dhatoho traprachaya. Sesu himsayam. Sesati. Sesati anena. Anena himsam karoti. Icharthe sesu dhatoho traprachaya. Shastram. That means ayudham, a weapon. A weapon used as an instrument to kill or to inflict injury. Yu mishrane dhatuhu. Yauti anena iti. You, after you, it is suffixed by tra prachayaha. So you gets iganta guna So U becomes Yo. Yotram. Yotram is a rope by which an animal is tied to the pole of a carriage. The tie of the yoke of a plough. That is called Yotram. Yujir Yoge. Yungte Anena Icharthe Yuji Dhatoho Traprachayah. Upadha Gunaha. Laghupada Gunaha. You becomes Yo. Yoji Prasutram. Chohukuhu. Yoktram. Yoktram means same meaning as above. Yotram. Yoktram, Yotram. Same meaning. That is a rope by which an animal is tied to the pole of a carriage. Next dhatu is stu. Stu stutau. Stauti anena iti stu dhatoh traprachayah. Laghu iganta gunaha. Stotram. Stutipathaha icharthaha. Tu vyadhane. Piercing. Tudati. Tudati anena iti totram. Tu gets guna. Totram, a whip by which an animal is driven forward. Si, bandhane, shin bandhane. Sinoti anena iti setram, a fetter is called setram. Sichir charane, sichiprasutra, sektram. Sektram means a bucket, a watering pot. Miha sechane, sechane means mutrakaranam. Miha, the instrument by which a purusha discharges urine from the body is called mihuprasutra. Upadha gunaha. Mehuprasutra. Hakarasya dhakaraha. Hodhaha. Stutvam. With this karyani it becomes medram. Medram means the penis. Patulru gatau. Patram. Patati anena iti patram. A vehicle. Dasha. Damshane. Damshiprasutra. Damshtra stutvam bhavati sakarasya takara yogena takarasya takaro bhavati damshtra. The sharp and long tooth of a wild animal is called, for biting purposes, it is called damshtra. Naha bandhane naha prasutra nahodhaha iti hakarasya dhakaradesho bhavati nadra bhavati. Knees bhavati. Because of this Stran prachaya sakara, it gets knees in Strilinga. Nadri. A nadri means a leather strap, a belt on the neck of the animal. So, these are the words formed with these particular dhatus when tran prachaya is added. So, with this we come to the refrain of the lesson with the Shanti mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Sahaviryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.